I swear I'm a film critic. Hello, movie people. Welcome to a new episode of the CineGuy. I'm your host, Steven Angulo. Let's talk film. Are you not entertained? I hope you are, because this guy's a maniac. Unhinged follows Russell Crowe as a mentally ill psychopath who starts terrorizing a young woman and her teenage son, all because of a road rage incident. Yes, I know. My gosh. Now, road rage is such a common thing what happens when we're driving, alright? Someone cuts you off, won't go immediately when the light turns green, and next thing you know, bam, man, you're having a little shout fest, you're cursing at each other. There are times when it gets so violent that, my gosh, it is just insane. But this right here, it takes it to a far, far more extreme, especially with Russell Crowe's character. Alright, before we continue, hands up if you ever seen a thriller in which the antagonist is a mentally ill monster. We all have. Why? Because it's such a common cliche nowadays. Criminal Minds follow the same premise almost every episode that they have. In fact, that's what this film kind of felt like. It was a huge Criminal Minds episode where the BAU was nowhere to be found. They're just having a little coffee break with Matthew Gray Gubler. So we're left with a poor defenseless woman having to protect herself from a deranged maniac. So in the beginning, we're immediately introduced to Russell Crowe's character, who is a mentally ill man who, after taking some pills, he kills his ex-wife and her husband and burns their house down. Yeah, I know. So right now we're here seeing that this man is an animal, and now we're gonna see him go against a young woman named Rachel and the kid from Child's Play, the remake. I know his name is Gabriel Bateman. I'll put some respect on his name. He's a really good actor. And to think this all began all because Rachel, the young mother, honked at Russell Crowe just because he wasn't moving his car during a green light. Yeah, I know. It's a frustrating thing, you know. The light is green, that means go. And Crowe was just standing there almost the entire green light for the duration of the time it takes. It was about to turn yellow. That's when she decided, okay, let me just go cut in front of him and scream what's wrong with you, man? And then of course Crowe follows him and is like, hey, you gotta apologize to me because you didn't give me the courtesy tap. No, you had nothing. She was right. You had nothing to apologize for. The light was green. You gotta go. But no, because it's a thriller film we're dealing with a sadistic person. Can't say that word. Crowe threatens her by saying that you're gonna know what a bad day is, and he starts terrorizing all of her loved ones. See, in a way, it's like the Halloween film, only if Michael Myers spoke in a southern accent, was fat, and did not wear the mask. It's just a whole, stalking one woman over the course of just one day, a few hours, I'm guessing, and we're just there along for the adventure. Now, Crowe could have played serious mind games with her to, psychologically ruin her before he goes for the kill. Kind of like Cape Fear, I mean, I'm talking about the remake, of course. Robert De Niro did not immediately kill Nick Nolte. He ruined his life as time went by, so that we know that way we can find out, okay, this is a force that cannot be reckoned with. See, yeah, Crowe could have done that, but no, he decides, let me just go for the kill immediately. Yeah, it's straight to the point, but there could have been so much more to explore with the character of Rachel, who in a way is tragic. She's always late to things, she's a single mom, she's in the middle of a divorce, there's just so much stuff to, attack her with. But no, all I see is Russell Crowe stealing a minivan and trying to run her over. That's it. You're dealing with a stressed out person. You could have, taken full advantage of that instead of being I'm gonna kill your brother and make you feel bad about it. That kind of happens. So yeah, there is just a lot to explore, but at least we do get a decent thriller that has a good glimpse on the dangers of road rage and what it could escalate to. Now, I'm not saying that every person you honk at or give the finger at while on the highway is a sadistic serial killer, but you never know. Okay, so road rage gone wrong is the main theme here. And during the opening, we see various news reports about it. We see people screaming at each other, fighting on the road. We see car crashes, motorcycle crashes, people getting hurt. It's just like, it's crazy. It's kind of like a pandemic going on in the United States. Like, yeah, we get angry and it leads to do some stupid things. That is for sure. But then during the opening, it kind of leads to the whole, like, there not being enough police to deal with stuff like that, and then distracted driving, which is a problem in itself too. And it also kind of reflects in this film because, seriously, it was so hard to find a cop to help her. Like, oh my gosh. And of course, it's a big middle finger into distracted driving as well. Yeah, it takes a while for Rachel to find help at the point where she had to defend herself against Crow. But also, it's kind of a call on the bystander effect. You know, when something bad happens, what do? We just stand there and watch it happen. I mean, Crow murdered a guy in broad daylight in a diner surrounded by so many people, and you're telling me, like, not 3 guys could have just tackled him and be like, I got him, stop him. I mean, I know he's fat, but come on, you outnumber him. What's wrong with you guys? I mean, yeah, it's useful that they were recording on their phones and like Crow's face out there, but seriously, you're telling me we're so distracted that nobody could have recognized him, like, driving in a car and be like, oh hey, I think the guy from the news is outside my window, come and get him. No. And yeah, the only helpful person during Rachel's whole misadventure was that one guy at the gas station who escorts her to her car and then gets Crow's license plate. I mean, yeah, he then gets hit by Crow's truck, but it's like a push, like he's on the street, and when he gets up, a car comes and clobbers him. It's like Rachel is bad luck. You talk to her, you get hurt. And that happens to everybody pretty much. Like, the accidents are ridiculous. A cop who Rachel and her son talk to on the highway, okay, he gets hit by Crow, but he's still alive. He's like, all units, he's trying to call for backup, but then what happens? He gets pancaked by a truck, like a giant 18-wheeler. It is so dumb. Like, it's like the writers are like, screw Rachel, let's just make her life even more miserable. How should we do that? Let's kill everybody who comes in contact with her. My gosh. I mean, it's probably come to the point where, like, if an old lady offers to help her, a piano will fall on her head. Like, that's bound to happen in a film like that. Like, people are just dying, and just, I know it's, like, good for, like, you know, movie dramatic effect, but still, take it down a notch. Not everybody has to die who, you know, communicates with the main protagonist. My gosh, talk about horrible, horrible luck. And of course, there's also a clapback on distracted driving. Like, a lady's on her phone, she can't hear Rachel, you know, calling for help, like, help, these roll callers right behind me. No, well, you're on your phone while driving. And then the lady doing her makeup while driving gets hit by Crow and collides with a railing that completely smashes her car, and you know she did not survive that. So yeah, we get it. Drive responsibly, otherwise you will get killed by a fat hairy man with a terrible mental state, or a screenwriter who figured, you know what, a thriller about road rage needs more car accidents. No, not accidents, just crashes in general that kill you. Insane. So overall, it's a good thriller that isn't technically heart-pounding, but it is entertaining. Crow delivers his performance, and he is really, really scary in this one for sure. And same with Rachel and the kid. Yeah, everyone did a good job working with what they were given. That's for sure. And that just goes to show you, sometimes when you're angry on the road, it's best to control yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in a horrible, horrible adventure where a guy tries to kill you and everybody who comes in contact with you dies miserably. And it's all because of you. Alright, so my final rating is 7 candy cane scissors out of 10 Fortnite strategies. Yeah, that's how they take down Crow. A Fortnite strategy. Like, I get the kid is 15, but come on. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like, you did, subscribe, and join the crew, and I'll see you next time for another awesome episode. Also, be sure to check out the Instagram page at CineGuy Steven for more fun reviews. That is at CineGuy Steven, all one word. Please like and follow. I could really use more followers. Until next time, this is Steven Angulo signing off. Drive safely, and remember, if you see a crazy fat hairy guy behind the wheel, chances are he's gonna kill you. That's a wrap.